Let's follow. Zeki?
Chair, the petition is in front of us. Your summary is taking us forward. But I think let's go back to what Member Mshala was saying while she was out of order. That indeed, this is a led by Water and Sanitation Committee. Then the other committees could be invited off for interest. But I think we should agree in this meeting that this should be led by the Committee of Water and Sanitation. That's one point. The second point, Chair, it's the content of this report. This report, it's missing years between 2010 and 2019, I think. There's a gap somewhere, which worries me. But that's not an issue. The issue is that the petition has been sent and the petition needs to be resolved by the department. That probably as a committee agree that we should process this report, but improve on it. Take it back and improve on the actual report on what the department has done up to this far. And then we call a meeting with those individuals in Limpopo. We visit Limpopo as Water and Sanitation and engage with those communities with the department in the form of a feedback to say, this is how far the department has moved. And I think it will go towards the closure of the report. And one thing I always raise, Nache, in my work, my previous work, is that when I'm aggrieved, if a matter has been resolved, but not on my satisfaction, that does not mean that the grievance is not resolved in totality. So I think it's better when we engage the actual people on the ground so that we can hear. We will also do analysis in relation to how far it is. That's my proposal, Chair. Thank you, Ba.
Zeki? Okay, I think Ntate Class.
Thank you, Chair. I think I support the previous speaker to say you are right to say you need to go verify some of these issues that have been raised here by the petitioners and then possible establish whether there are not many stakeholders of different people who represent the community who might be saying different things, and the rest of the other committees can participate as they get invited on specific matters that might be related to their committees. But it is correct that generally, I think we are getting exposed here to situations where people get frustrated because we say project, but when we say project, there are no time frames. And even when such time frames are not met, no explanation that can be satisfactory, then it leaves this suspicion that in the course of this work that is being done, public funds might not be giving value as expected. So hence I'm saying it's an important petition that should lead us to understand what is happening and how can that be changed? How can people be caused to account for the frustrations that they are exposing our people to? Otherwise, I think we are in the right course. Thank you very much, Chairperson. Thank you, Chair.
Mr. Mashiko?
Mhlala.
No, thanks so much, Chairperson. I think now we are taking the correct direction to check how far are we with the processes or with everything of the issues of Nandoni or the community of them at large, because they've been struggling for so many years. When resources have been given to the municipalities, and the resources was given to Lebelle Northern Water to go and give these people water, do as required. So, Chairperson, now my question is, let's check here. You said we must check how far are we with what we did. In 2020, late 2020, the community of Vembe, more especially in the villages, Hamutoti and Peho, Chilongoma, Chidomboni, and Chaulu, they were complaining that majority of them were farmers. When this project started, they were removed from their lands where they've been cropping. Where they've been doing planting there, and after that, the compensation that they received was not what was supposed to, what they were supposed to get. Instead, some of them were offered 6,824. In 2020, in the Portfolio Committee of Water and Sanitation, when it was still together with Human Settlement, we raised this issue as the economic freedom fighters and say that we can't undermine the people like that. You remove a person in a proper land where he was farming, supporting the family, supporting the next of kin. Then you give a person 6,000 as a reinvestment. What is the person gonna benefit? How is the person gonna live with the 6,824? So this is part of some of the things that we must look into. The compensation that the government compensated the people, it was not proper. It was not, even yourself, Chairperson, your family cannot live with that 6,000 for years. When you have land before and you are using that land every year to feed or to provide for your family, you get removed and next time they give you 6,000 something. How are you going to live with the 6,000 something? So let's go into the livelihood of the people. We said we are the government of the people. Let's make sure that we take care of the people of South Africa, the people of Vembe. Let's make sure that we go and revisit the reinvestment. I don't think it was enough. Minister Mahlobo went there and he promised them that he will come back to them. According to them, there's nothing that is happening up to so far. They are still waiting. The reinvestment never changed or ilukishwe. Thank you so much, Chairperson.
Hey, Chairperson, we are just.
I'm a bit.
we are so far. Mhlala is out of order. We get
Can
a
we-
complainant.
Akakela wena mo wena tse. Ke bolelela batho ba mo South Africa. Ge le ja ditšhelete tša batho sa le tše batho na re tlo homola re. Akatlela le-
Okay, we are, can we move? Can we
Just
move? We are now
imagine.
at
What is that? It's Mulomo Saja. Oh.
Mayor Rosina Matumba.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think I fully agree with Honorable Tseki and Honorable Kasa that outlining the process, and let's note the status quo as given by content advisor and led by the water and sanitation to meet with the people of Nandoni, the complainant themselves and the stakeholders, and get the department to respond on issues that the petitioners are raising, and but what is important to verify that all the issues that were raised by public protector and the communities have been implemented, and that can only be done through the response of the department. But I propose that it must be done with the people of Vembe so that these issues must lead to rest, Chair. Thank you very much.
Ntate Matumba.
No, thank you, Chair. Chair, the issue of Nandoni, it's a painful one. It's extremely painful. We are seated here. There is a family there in Chitomboni.
Please unmute Mr. Matumba.
Their daughter, they buried the head only. The entire body was eaten by crocodiles. So
He's not muting on his own.
I just said crocodiles.
Bad Honorable Matumba.
Chair. Chair. Okay. Yeah, so our people there are dying currently because of this project that is not finished. Now, what we need to do here, we can't just let it go like that. We need to have time. Chair? Chair?
Yes, proceed. The chair.
Proceed.
We need to have implementation timelines that on this date, we are going to visit the community. On this date, this is what is going to happen. Because this thing has been happening for a long time. As we speak, we have in Makado there, 3 months, no water, but we have Nandoni project that is ongoing. This project started when I was still in high school. I went to university, I'm here. Now the project is still going. So we can't have a permanent project of bringing people water, a project that is not completed. So really this petition needs to be dealt with because our people need water. In Vembe, there is water, but what is needed is water infrastructure. So we need to have timeline on what is going to happen when, because living here without timeline, then this thing will be implemented in 2034. So can we have clear timeline on what is going to happen when and how? Thanks.
Who's following? Kayakaza,
Kanyakeza.
Kanyakaza, I'm sorry.
No, thank you very much, Chair. I do agree because the fact that we are sitting here in Parliament interrogating this particular petition and is the fact that the municipality have been actually useless. The province has been actually useless in dealing with these matters because it indicates by it having reached Parliament. Now, Chair, the issue of oversight must also involve where these people are actually removed, because generally when you remove people, you find that people are removed in areas where there was obsession with the removal of people rather than the economic activities of the erstwhile residents. They don't consider that, even in terms of mining. They just move people, and they don't care where they move them. They will take them to a township, and then their economic activities will actually plummet. So there is no empowerment of communities in that. So we need to oversight that and check what timelines, as Honorable Matumba has said, because even the Department of Water and Sanitation released a statement saying that they will complete the compensation by March 2022. By the end of 2021 financial year, and we need to check those timelines in terms of what happened there, because since 1998 it cannot be that we are in a perpetual sense of this particular project. And Chair, the fact that these projects are done by external service providers must be looked at by the department. Capacity must then be built more in departments and in municipalities, and the division of revenue must be challenged, Chair, because municipalities do get just above 10% of what they should get. Yet these particular projects are done where the people reside in municipalities, really. And as a result, this is why we are not getting quality out of these things. So we have to look and oversight all those things. Thank you very much.
Washanga,
Yes, Chair. Yeah.
Ngana Pagat.
Oh, I didn't hear you. It was silent. Thank you.
Okay.
Ngiyabonga, Salo. Okwami, Salo, it's quite similar really to what Honorable Teza you just shared now. Because basically I just wanted to remark that the Nandoni Dam development was clearly, premised on the objective of providing economic empowerment opportunities to the local communities who are residing around the dam. Yet local communities have been excluded from the land allocated along the shore of the dam. And without land, they are obviously excluded from economically benefiting then from the existence of this dam. So we need to obviously, look into what other than financial, that limited, in fact, financial compensation, what plans were made to actually include these local communities in the economic activities that are provided by the dam, and also what plans are in place to rectify the pattern of this exclusion and growing inequality, which resulted as a consequence of this Nandoni Dam project. Ngibonge, Sihlalo.
Okay. Ngiyabonga Mamshenge, sis Mamsifai.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you very much. Just few areas. I think firstly, it's important to appreciate the work done by the department. Because as we listen to that presentation, there's a lot of work done. And it's important that we are able to audit successes against the shortcomings. It should not only be bad as it is, as we listen to the presentation. The first thing, Chair, that I want to raise is that in the initial presentation, he talked about 33 villages, but in the middle of the presentation, it talked about 53 villages. Also, it's important that we understand where did the expansion come from as we audit the villages. The second issue is the issue of the promised compensation. I think we should be given that thoroughly on different areas of economic value, land, houses, so that there's clarity in the whole presentation from the original. The second issue, Chair, is the issue of the houses that have been built that have got structural defects. I would imagine that also we should use the present policies of government and legislation. You have a house, you have signed off that house, happy letter, whatever, documentation of the identity. And when the house has got a window problem and the house has been given to you free of charge, you say, government, come back. It's important that we understand those processes within that housing development should not be outside the policies of government and the pieces of legislation. The last one, Chair, is that I agree. I so wish that when we go to Nandoni, should not be one day. I so wish that you should be given opportunity at least 3 or more days so that we are able to walk the talk and be able to come with very clear understanding where we are in this development. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, Chairman.
Chairman, we are on your hands.
I'm saying Shirley's iPhone. The person who must speak is shown as Shirley's iPhone.
Thank you, Chairperson. We also need to be given a time frame of when this project is going to end. It cannot be a project that has started and which does not have infinity. And then again, how many houses have been built to replace homes lost due to the Nandoni Dam? And how many houses have been built to replace homes lost due to the Nandoni Dam? Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Mr. Hanif. Hendrik.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, we put it into the adjustment budget so that there's a line item. Otherwise, you will be a chairman, Mr. Chairman, that just makes empty promises on behalf of the committee because you act on behalf of the committee. We don't want to be a committee that's going to make there for 3 days, meet everyone, and then leave, give a report to Parliament, and then we move on to the next item and we leave it in the air. We cannot leave these important grievances of the petitioners in the air. We need to make sure that we quantify what this committee feels is justifiable, and we need to then go and put the money into the adjustment budget. So that means when it comes to housing, in the adjustment budget, the line items of the Department of Human Settlements, there will be a special line item, a provision. So if they were given 100 Rand, then 10 Rand may have to be given to that line item. And once there's monies in the line item, then the petitioners will have peace of mind that, look, we are, the government is serious. Now, it is possible that we cannot put everything into the adjustment budget, but in the next budget. So we need to make sure that our chairman take the leadership and make sure that the powers that be put that in the next year's budget, so there's a line item. I want to tell the petitioners, if they are listening, that don't listen to empty promises. Ask them, where is the line?
We are now campaigning. There are no petitioners here. This is a portfolio committee alone. Don't campaign. You'll campaign in 2024. Okay. Thank you very much. It is now the next speaker is there is none. There is none. No, I think, colleagues, we must accept that our input and our deliberations do want to agree that there is a need of us to go and check what is a status quo. If there are problems, why are there problems? If there are no problems, then we can celebrate and say there is work that Parliament or government is doing in helping the people of Nandoni. And we can do that by visiting that area, talk to the people and see what is it that we are going to do. So it is my view that the meeting do resolve that we must facilitate a process wherein an oversight is taken to Nandoni, and we go and do the comparison of the report of the department and the petition and see which one is correct. And out of it, we create a report. It is my view that we might have come to, unless there is anyone who wants to still raise an issue on the matter. My view is that we all agreeing that we are going to take this oversight, and then we'll respond to the letter of the speaker as per the parliament processes. I see a hand of Ntate Tseki and Memushala.
Chair, I'm not sure I hear you as if there's a little just change that you are raising. My earlier understanding from what you said when you opened the item was that the committee will visit Nandoni with the department to report on the status of this grievance. So we should not necessarily take an oversight and come back, but we should go there and meet the community with the department. That's how earlier I thought it was proposed. And I think some members have raised the issue of the time frame, which I think it's important for us to raise. When can we, even if there's no specific date, but I think when can we visit? Of course, based on programming schedules. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Memushala?
Thanks so much, Chair. Once more, I think we also need to interrogate on money received by Vembe District, the WISIC grant, because WISIC grant was given to Vembe District, and they were also even asked to reprioritize funds to ensure that access to water on affected communities. So I think the community, I can see, I think Kokta is here today. we need to take a Vembe district municipality into task. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Chair. And I wanted to add on the issue of the time frame that Chair, your office and your office, they should then make the immediate request to the House Chair for the committees to go and in members, and then so that this matter get attended to. I just wanted to emphasize on that one, Chair. And the department, indeed, as Comrade Zeki say, Honorable Zeki saying, they should then give feedback when we're there in community. All the stakeholders are there. Thank you very much.
Metseke?
No, thanks, Chair. I think I'm covered by both Comrades Honorable Zeki and Honorable Semenya in terms of the process going forward, that your office must make an agent application from or to the House Chair for a meeting with all the strategic stakeholders in Vembe so that we can agently address the matter of Nandoni. Thanks very much.
Okay. Thanks, Metseke. Are you finished, Metseke?
Yes. Yes, Chair.
Okay.
I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. All other issues will be raised in that meeting because the department will be part of the meeting. Sure.
Honorable Direko, you want to greet? The lady Direko? She's not here. No, thanks, colleagues. That is what, unfortunately, we were having a
Mr.
meeting
Hadele, Chairperson, the hand is out from Mr. Hadele.
Where is that end? Oh, Hadele with an H.
Thank you, Chair. And on the lighter note, there mustn't be that confusion that we experienced earlier of who's supposed to go and who's supposed to attend this meeting. But I fully concur with the resolution and recommendation as taken by colleagues.
Oh, okay. Siyabonga Baba Manget. Not Mangete man. Kukaningi ngisho lento leyo. Bangikhuza Pongane. Ungishayile umamu ubani konje uMakhawula. Ungishayile yeah, Pongane. Do you want to say anything, Ma'am Dikeledi? Mama Katsi? Mama Katsi? Okay, Nan. You thank you very much. The chairperson, the chair of chairs has indeed asked us that if there are oversight that we need to take, we must indicate in time. So officials, you have had the meeting. Start now to go to apply. I will also speak to the chair of chairs that we are going to Nandoni. And according to me, if people will choose not to go or to go. The petition is addressed not only to water and sanitation, but if only water and sanitation will go, to me it's fine. But in response to the petition is a little bit broader than only water and sanitation. With that, I think we are through with this item. Thank you very much, colleagues. Nosipo, you can fly back to the agenda.
Hello, Chairperson.
Give us the agenda back.
Colleagues, please fly to the agenda, please. I have network issues.
We're waiting for you.
Okay, I'm scheduling it.
What is the following agenda item? If you have got difficulties, just read it. No, people read the agenda item if you have got network issues.
Chairperson, the members of the Portfolio Committee on Water and Sanitation are excused now. It's only going to be the PC on Human Settlements to discuss the Garankuwa complaint.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, and your team. Thank you very much.
Zamaya, Mshala, Zamaya.
Bye-bye.
Can we then have the Sabelo to lead us? Can Sabelo lead us on the second petition?
Colisa, can you please co-host me, please?
Okay. I don't know what is happening.
Sabelo, can you talk to the petition as Collins was trying to open it?
Yes, Chair. Okay, so the petition was submitted by Ernest Hosi, and the subject is that properties that form part of the petition belong
You can now share, Sabelo.
Okay. Okay, I'm sharing now. Honorable Chair, can you see the presentation?
Yes, Sabelo, proceed.
Okay. So the properties that form part of the subject of the petition belong to the previously called Bophuthatswana Homeland under Bophuthatswana Housing Corporation. They belong to the affordable home rental stock. With the new dispensation, the Northwest Housing Corporation inherited these properties. Around 1999, the Northwest Housing Corporation encouraged occupants on these properties to purchase for ownership. So they did exactly as advised, paid the money to the Northwest Housing Corporation in full, whilst they waited for the title deeds to be issued. Another development came, and then they were evicted from the property by people claiming to have bought the same from CTMM. It is at this point that they realized that there was a problem and approached the Northwest Housing Corporation and CTMM for clarity and solution, but to date, there has not been any progress. So it is the reason for this petition. So the list of houses that are listed in the petition is 2281 Unit 8 and 992 Zone 7 and 2827 Zone 2, and these properties are in Garankuwa and the one in Mabopane is 309 Block X. And the motivation is that this has been dragging for over 16 years, and they request that an investigation be conducted, and one by CTMM and the other by public protector who clears evidence, but recommendation and remedial actions were never adhered to. The first report issued in 2014 and later in 2018, which became clear that the two entities will not resolve this matter unless intervention is made by Parliament. Nature of relief or assistance, they humbly request the Honorable Parliament to intervene and resolve this matter, as CTMM and NWHC deny to take responsibility, failing to bring this matter to rest. And so much time has been wasted and huge damage caused by business lost, which amounts to millions of rents to these affected individuals, and they need their houses back, and the injustice caused to be readdressed, and damages caused to be settled amicably, and title deeds released. So the petitioners, as indicated earlier on, they've signed these petitions, and there are 4 of them. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Sabelo. Members, that is the petition. I propose we follow the same issue of that we are engaging with the previous petition, that we would have to invite both the city of Tshwane. I suppose the city is the city of Tshwane and the Northwest Development Corporation, and probably the Gauteng province and the Northwest province, as we deal with the matter, just to get facts more around the issues. That's my proposal. And then the Department of Human Settlement would actually lead all the other stakeholders in trying to resolve this matter of these challenges that are faced by the community of those petitioners from Garankuwa. As members would remember, when we were at Chabelo, there was the same issue that was raised around the issues that are owned by Northwest Development Corporation, which people were saying that those houses government gave to them, but there was a continuation of the Northwest Development Corporation coming, demanding money, removing people, selling the houses. I think it would be important to call them with the Northwest province for us to be able to understand better how the process has unfolded, and then assist the petitioners to resolve the matter. Can I get any indication that of members who wants to speak on the matter?
Chair.
Honorable Mogotu, Honorable, is it Honorable Muskai who's calling me?
Yes, Chairperson.
Honorable Sifai, and then followed by Honorable Malemaza and followed by Honorable Zeki. As I've noted you, proceed.
Thank you, Chairperson. I just wanted to say that I concur with what you have just said or suggested. Thank you, Chairperson.
Comrade Chair, I think she read my mind. I really concur with what you said. That's the only way to get both story and be able to arrive at an informed decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Zeki. Honorable Zeki.
Oh, sorry, Chair. No, Chair, I agree. The only thing that is not clear is that are we going or they are coming? Of course, on the day, the department will be invited to answer. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. I was thinking that we can invite them, even if it's a Zoom meeting, and then if there is a need after we get clarity out of the issues, if there is a need, because in this case we don't have any tangible information that would assist us to move forward. Maybe just to call the department and both Gauteng and Northwest and the cooperation itself, development cooperation of Northwest. After that, then we'll decide whether we'd have to go to those areas or not. Supposedly, maybe the matter can be resolved without us going there.
I think it's a progressive, Chair. I think I agree with you. Let's get those institutions you have mentioned. Virtually, we can agree and then process the matter. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. With that note, I want to say that Sabelo.
Chair.
Oh, Honorable Sifai, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, my dear. Sorry, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Chair. I think the item has helped me because my hand is up on reactions. So they must tell me what do I do after that. Chairperson, thank you very much. I agree with your proposal and with the clarity that you have just raised. But I just want to the department that they should be able to assist us in terms of what were the objectives of that cooperation vis-a-vis the pieces of legislation and policies that were supporting those issues. I'm raising this, Chair, because given the timelines that have been raised in years, there's a lot of changes in terms of policies and legislation so that we are well empowered as we'll be starting to resolve the problems. But I agree with the majority view that you have raised. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sifai. I think, yes, as we draft the letter to the department, we should then ask the questions around the issue of, because when there is the new demarcation, what was the process, and then how did it happen that decision was taken, I think by Joe Slovo, that all the houses that were formed from former administration given to people, but with these ones, they are still in the hands of the corporations. But again, when there is a demarcation, people they are supposed to be serviced in the area where they've been demarcated to. But what happened with the situation? I think we need more clarity around the issue so that we're able to assist the petitioners on the matter, because it's the issue of demarcation. As I've said, in Botshabelo too, we have actually found this matter when we visited Free State. People were raising the same complaint, which I suggest that we should actually get Sabelo to get, is it the Botshabelo or, yeah, it's Botshabelo, I think, the people of the Botshabelo.
It's sorry, Chair, it's Tabanchu.
Oh, Tabanchu, yes, Tabanchu. But
Yeah,
it was
it's next to
Botshabelo. Yo, okay.
Yes.
So, yes, we should actually get those issues, and then as we deal with this one, we must couple it with the issue of Tabanchu, and for them now to get answers, because the same answers were asked. Unfortunately or unfortunately, they've raised the issues with the portfolio committee when we were there. Thank you very much. We will actually proceed as the meeting agreed to follow up on the matters. Thank you very much. Do we have any other things? Tseki, your hands is still up. Honorable Tseki. Okay, it was the legacy hands. Thank you very much. Do we have any other issue on the agenda, Koliso?
No, Chair.
Okay, with that note, thank you, honorable members, for availing yourself on Friday to deal with these matters. Thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.